everybody. This is Paul Newell from New Wellness Neighborhood, bringing you the truth on how to take care of your body, mind, and soul. Today I'm coming with a message that something I'm experiencing and I'm learning along the way, and it's traversing a sticky relationship when children are involved or a child's involved. There some that are watching this video may have experienced divorce or maybe a separation or breakups and with a significant other, and children were involved or are involved. And I've had this happen. Like I'm in a situation with this now with my third child, and it's a crazy sticky situation, and there's a lot of emotions and feelings that come up around it that I don't even have language for right now. I mean, I could try and fit them in a box or fit them in something, but that's not what they are, and I don't want to do that. That's not fair to those emotions that I haven't identified yet. So I'm putting this out there because as a male, I feel like in my judgment, the stereotype is that males don't get involved, or especially when there's the parental units aren't married or connected, like the man's not involved. And I hope to be an example of one of the many men in this society that are not that way, that one of the many men in this society that want to get involved and want to be there for the children. The thing that happens is that when I have that want and it doesn't go the way that I would like it to, that's when some things can come up around emotions or just like feelings, and it gets me in a place where I can be really defensive and angry. And this morning, right now I'm down south on a soul mission, and I had the opportunity and gift to talk to some men along the way, days beforehand and even hours beforehand this mission, and they got me to see things and experience things from a different perspective that I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have been stuck in my shit. And just a disclaimer here: this video is probably gonna have some curses, and I may get heated, and that's what it is. So. Listen, as I was going through this, I got 3 tips to help those men out there that are traversing through a sticky situation with their significant other when kids are involved. And I pull, how I am about my cards. Man, what? I pulled a card from the Shaman Healing deck, and it was Psychic Development. Now, this was an intriguing card for me because it talked about monitoring energies and intuition and being able to observe and settle into things, and actually getting this doing this right. Yeah, it said energy and healing work I'm doing now will enable me to heighten my sensitivity to the energy around me and others. This will assist me in developing discernment. Discernment is a feeling you get in your body that signals to you whether something feels right or wrong. Your sixth sense, your gut feeling. And this was great because this helped me identify some things. It said the situation I'm inquiring about is asking you to use discernment. You do not want to take on others' energy, yet you do not want to close yourself off. Envision energy flowing through you like water. So I'm going to stop it right there for a second, because this comes into I got 3 tips, and I had to write them down because as I was just processing all these things that are going through my mind and my body, my feelings, I just wanted to write it out and just like and be able to put something out there to other men that are dealing with a situation where like I am, where you want to be involved in the kid's life and you're not able to. For whatever reason. I'm not going to label it. I'm not going to tie it to anything. I'm just going to say the men are not able to be involved in the kid's life for whatever reason. So here's some tips here for the men that give a shit and want to have a presence in their kids' lives but aren't able to right now. First one I want, especially with discernment, first thing that I'm doing is looking at what are my fears. And this is like, hey, not like, hey, you know, I'm scared of that clown from It. I'm talking about like, what are the fears around really fulfilling this relationship? What are the fears around me being resistant to connect with my child's mother? What are the fears really like? And for me, it was like rejection. It was abandonment. It was just like feeling like I wasn't enough, feeling like I'm gonna be judged because I have different kids with different women. Those were fears that were those are fears that are real, fears that are truly real. And until I was able to really vocalize them and put them out into something, they're gonna stay bottled up and they're gonna freaking cause problems. They're gonna cause problems. They're gonna jam up your energy and they're gonna take you off on a path, and they're gonna get me, fears get me to act in a certain way that can create havoc. All right, and that's not what I'm looking for, especially if I'm traversing a sticky situation with a significant other and my kid is involved. So that's the first one. What are the fears? Look at the fears around the situation. What's coming up for you? And then here's the crazy thing. If you want to, right, and if you want to step into that courage, explore what the fears could be with your significant other. And if you have the opportunity to actually discuss with your significant other, great. Ask what are their fears around the situation. First thing to do is that I'm learning is to try to create some sort of communication, because there's just a lot of emotion that can be involved. Second thing is that I learned from Les today is, am I looking at this situation from my inner child? And my inner child is that part of me that's vulnerable, that part of me that loves unconditionally. For me too, that inner child is also someone that's wounded, and spent a lot of my adult life trying to protect it, and it keeps me stuck in a lot of ways. So the reason why I say this is because, like, if you're dealing with a situation that's sticky, one of the hardest things that men may embrace is embracing vulnerability. And that could look like, hey, I'm hurt too, or hey, this is affecting me too, or hey, I love you. And even though we may not want to say it, there's that song, there's a thin line between love and hate. Because there's some times when I fucking hate this significant other for whatever reason, not me, or for whatever reason I perceive they're keeping me from my kid. Whatever it is, like, I need to be vulnerable with that. I need to be open with that, and I also need to expose and communicate the wounds that I have around that, because that could break and crack things open. The third thing that I'm doing that could be a good look for you too, man. If you're in a sticky situation, if you're trying to traverse a sticky situation with your significant other when a child is involved, get a court of support. Get people that are in your corner. Get people that are gonna freaking tell you the truth and get you to look at things a different way, not freaking feed into your freaking anger and fear and frustrations. Now listen, if you want that person, have them in your court of support, so you can be like, hey man, I just need to vent. But preferably have that person just listen. But for me, what's helped me out is having men in my life that can mentor me and get me to see things in a different way. And most of all, get me to stay on intention and get me to be a stand for being in my kid's life, no matter what that looks like. And I'm going to tell you, man, like, you follow these 3 things, it's not like it's going to be freaking rosy and dandy tricks. It's going to fucking suck. It's going to be painful. You're going to get daggers. You're going to be cut. Some shit you may not freaking heal from. And that's what it is. But when we're a stand for being a part of our kid's life, then you know what? The wounds will heal. The wounds will heal. We'll learn from them. We're not going to live in them. We live through them. Okay? We're living through them. We've been through it. We've learned from it. We move on. Those are the things that can happen. And listen, this is going to require a lot of patience. I'm experiencing this right now too. I'm going through it, so I don't want it to seem like, hey, I got this shit done. Like one of my business coaches says, I'm just one big toe in front of you. Okay, so whatever I'm learning, I'm sharing. So just to recap, the 3 things that can be done when you're looking to traverse and get through a sticky situation with your significant other when kids are involved. First, acknowledge, know your fears. What are your fears around this? Okay, what are the fears? Second is embrace, are you looking at this from the vulnerability or from your inner child? Like that vulnerability, that openness. And third, get your core to support, because I'm telling you, if you feel like you're gonna go through this alone, you're freaking kidding yourself. Because like I've tried that and it sucks. Like I usually stay in anger, I'm blocked, my energy's horrible, I don't feel like doing shit, I don't feel like even talking to people most of the time. So like it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It doesn't work well. So I'm just giving you this message. This is longer than I usually take on a video, but for this I feel it's worth it, because chances are there are other men that are out there that are freaking hiding and pulling that freaking, I'm not even gonna say hiding, there are other men that are dormant. Okay, they're asleep right now because of the pain around the situation. And I'm asking and inviting you and I'm calling on you. Listen, man, we can step through this so we create legacy in our kids, and then also entertain the thought we can heal ourselves and also help heal our significant other. Because trust me, listen, I could get mad at my significant other or my ex-significant other as mad as I want, but like the thing is, what it boils down to, she's hurting just like I am. And that's something that we get to see when we can use that discernment and that psychic development. So check out these 3 tips. This is Paul from New Wellness Neighborhood signing off, bringing you the truth, in this case about fatherhood and how to handle that situation with a significant other and kids involved, and it ain't fun. If you don't know how to get your core to support, reach out. info@newwellnessguide.com. Reach out to me. You can reach out to me direct message on Facebook. Whatever it is, man, don't go through this alone, because I'm telling you, I'm not the only one that's going through this, and neither are you. So buck up, keep your head up, stay calm, be patient. Things will take care of themselves and will work out for the highest good. I'm out. Enjoy your day.